Hello, welcome everyone for today's stream of Togainu no Chi, Lost Blood.
Uh,
I'm today's
Maybe.
host for the stream, Koichi Tenshiro, and this is my partner, Yuu and Koichi.
Hello. Wait, give me a second.
Everything alright?
I'm alright. Just checking something.
You know, I all this time right now I talk about one thing you could say about me for this for playing this game. You know what?
What?
I'm just a humble storyteller, nothing else. Hi, Night Kaya. Welcome to today's stream. So how was it, you?
And like, huh?
So how was it? I'm just a humble storyteller of the story here.
I don't know. Oh, wait, I just saw it now. Thank you, White Wolf.
Thank you, White
I
Wolf
cannot read the
Nephilim,
name. Yeah, I just
for
saw
the
it now. Yeah.
subscribing. And also
Mm.
Nixman, thanks for subscribing too. Hi Sabine, welcome to today's stream. I'm totally fine. And what about you? Are you fine? You need to answer.
Huh?
The chat.
Oh wait, I need to answer that? Oh, I'm fine, I'm fine. I thought you already answered them.
For me, yes. But not for you.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you need to also speak, right?
Wait, do I? Okay, I'm dumb.
You need to speak. I mean, I'm going to speak the full story of the game then. That's why.
Okay.
Where's my part of the rest? It's the comment of you going to say the game, right? Your comments. When you comment, yeah, when you comment the game, I can rest in this time. See,
I will comment on the game.
We were super.
I comment on every game. I mean, it's bad or good. Yeah.
Well, shall I start then, or?
Yeah, you can start.
Okay. One moment. I need to close the music then here. Okay, it's paused in-game, and here your model is working, right? And we are people hear us. Yes, that's good.
Yeah, people hear us.
Okay, wait. Actually, I don't want to have
I'm
the
not
game
being
music.
shy. What do you mean?
Wait. Here's the game. Okay. Now it's starting the game. Where was I, you?
Huh?
This needs to be delayed. That is already a bit too late. That was actually the test. We need.
I don't think you need to delete them.
Yeah.
Do you?
Wait. That actually I can delete because it's from the past.
You don't need to delete them.
The first one, yes, because it was like 14 minutes. The test saving.
Are you sure you got the right one?
Yes. Here.
Okay.
Time. The other one's in 1744.
Okay.
Okay, let's load.
I don't know how this kind of game work anyway.
Yeah. Oh, we're already starting here. Should I read now?
You won, yeah.
Okay. The taste of death still lingered out of reach. Perhaps Akira would find it here. A slight euphoria washed over him again, similar to when he saw blood. A rusty sign marking the district border came into sight, and the guide stopped without crossing into Toshima. He faced Akira and spread his arms wide, then lowered his head in a theatrical bow. This was as far as he went, it seemed. Inwardly amused by the pompous gesture, Akira turned his back and started to walk off. The next instant, the guide seized Akira's arms, pinning them behind him. When he craned his neck to look over his shoulder, he found the guide grinning ear to ear. His stare seemed to grip Akira's heart with physical force.
Is something.
Akira fought to shake him off, but the man's grip was as hard as steel. One arm snagged around Akira's head, forcing it sideways. He grimaced as his neck cried out in protest.
Is something coming? Okay.
It's just a warning.
I thought something was coming.
A low voice shrilled in his ears.
こんな風に無防備な背中を晒してみろ。
Oh yeah, that will show your back.
食らいつかれる。
Yeah.
Together with those whispered words, something hot and damp slipped into his ear. Goosebumps broke out all over his body as a wet sound echoed in his skull. With all of his strength, Akira broke free and spun, throwing an elbow as he did. The guide swiftly leaped back,
I
then
took
retreated
note-
another
notice
step
it.
toward
This
the
guy
old
is
land.
ripped. What the heck? He
Ugh.
wanna- That guy is kinda ripped.
Hi Wendy, welcome to today's stream.
Hey, Wendy,
I'm
hi.
sorry for my tails, I mean, I'm sorry. But I can't just make them vanish. You,
Yeah?
that rip.
No, I'm not talking about the rib. I talk about his ab.
Yeah, it's hot, right? I mean, look.
Nah, I mean, he got a good ab, that's all. Okay, let's continue.
He licked his upper lip, then grinned
The way I-
eerily and
The way I
performed another
distract everyone from the...
ostentatious
the-
bow. We were talking about his biceps, like his well-worked body, and then his
Oh
next
my
sentence,
God.
he licked his upper lip. Damn.
What the heck? This
Then-
guy's creepy now. I don't
Then
like him
he
anymore.
turned, heading for the old lands without looking back. Only after he was out of sight did Akira let out a small sigh and look away. He wiped violently at the ear the guide had tongued. The repellent sensation still lingered there. He actually
Okay, why? Oh my god.
first BL and I did that wasn't expected. At the same time, the guide's final, uncanny smile flashed through his mind's eye. Akira kicked at some nearby rubble and released another sigh. Things were looking grim. More than anything else, it was humiliating to have been caught from behind like that. And the tongues, don't forget the tongues.
The way okay. I don't think this is going sassy, but the way they're typing that down, the way they using their word, it's always become sassy. Like I was like, huh? Huh?
Ah.
Huh? What did I just hear now? What the heck?
We're fine, Wendy. Yeah, we did already eat. And don't worry that you came a bit late. I mean, my Wi-Fi is also not the best one out of all the others these days.
I already eat too.
Uh-huh.
Don't worry.
And there are drinks, I mean. His mood at rock bottom, he turned to look at Toshima. From a distance, the city had seemed sunken in darkness, and proximity had done nothing to improve that. Everything was hazy and indistinct. The old lands had been plenty ominous too, but Toshima had a different vibe. More venomous, imbued with the stench of vice. Or maybe he only felt that way because of what he'd heard. At last, he stepped over the threshold and set foot inside Toshima. The wide road, which probably continued towards the heart of the city, appeared to contain nothing other than withered vegetation and a welcome sign for visitors. This sign was a wretched article. Rust showed through where the paint had peeled off, and the bolts fastening it had fallen out, leaving it just enough to hang on. Someone had written atop the sign in spray paint. Akira glanced at the misspelled English words, then began walking towards the heart of the city. So funny how they write misspelled English words while we have here the text fully in English. Welcome to...
No.
Welcome to Mud Hatter's Carnival!
I'm as a person who always never fail on English class, this is making me angry. This is making me angry so much.
Welcome to Mud Hatter's Carnival! Me giving everything to just speak this out.
Yeah.
The area near the border had been in severe decline, but here the buildings were tall and clustered like reeds.
Wait.
Yeah?
Wait. Can we talk about something a moment?
Okay.
Wait. Mute your mic first. This the secret, okay? Mute your mic first on
Okay.
Streamlab. Give me a second. Oh my god, I just need to talk Koichi and I have to have him muted for a moment. Give it a second. It's a secret. Okay. Okay. Okay, give me a second. Yeah.
Thank you.
Sorry about that.
Hi, Chris. Welcome to today's stream. Wait, you can't stay to watch a stream of BL. BL is good. Stay here, Chris. BL is the best one. I mean, there are more precious feelings if you see a man fall in love with a man. Hi, OH248.
Okay.
BL.
Okay. It's a like normal game and it's a BL too. I
Just watch it while you are in school. I mean, you can't miss this chance. It's once in a lifetime opportunity for some BL. Hi, Michaela. Welcome to today's stream. It's really active, right? Everything for just BL. Thank you. Okay, can we continue, I mean? You?
we can continue. Yeah, we
Okay,
can continue.
that actually, yeah, I said it already. This place, once one of the world's most populated cities, had become but a mere shadow of itself in the years since it had been abandoned. Dilapidated skyscrapers towered like mammoth tombstones, and the moon peeking out from a rift in the clouds bathed everything in pale light. Instead of people, dust and rubble overflowed the streets, though from time to time manic shouts and laughter echoed across the dark, heavy sky. A full smell hit Akira's nose. He stopped and looked down at the crumbling asphalt. It was hard to tell in the darkness, but black stains were visible sporadically thorough.
It is in pain.
It's the best game I mean, it's because it's BL, that's why it's one of the best games. Because of BL.
Yeah.
Bloodstains. This smell was the reek of death. A nervousness coiled in the pit of his stomach. He couldn't shake the feeling that someone was watching him. Come to think of it, he scanned the area. Nothing. What he sought was nowhere to be found. Was Igora held in its own special arena? No. Even if that were the case, with this many bloodstains, there had to be some. The bodies. Where were they? Akira was currently standing at the intersection of two large avenues, but there were no signs of other people around. He could sense nothing more than a lurking presence. Staying alert, as per his guide's friendly warning, Akira resumed walking the buildings. The buildings watched him pass with silent, empty eyes, like mourners in a funeral procession. Or were they sneering at him? Just as Akira spotted another intersection ahead, he caught a glimpse of movement at the corner of his eye. He stopped and looked in that direction. A ruined store stood at the corner of the blocks, its large display window shattered to pieces. Inside, he could see a shape moving rhythmically. Damn, what a hard word for me. A person, probably. But there was no telling what kind of person might show up in a place like this. He was about to go on by, but then he realized that he could just make out the sound of feral breathing coming from the store. What was going on in there? The shadow was still rocking to its beat, and the breathing seemed to be growing in intensity. Curiosity prompted him to approach the window. From his place in the shadows, he glanced inside the store. The dilapidated interior contains rows of empty shelves. Beyond them was a human shape. Unsteady grunts alternated with a noise like something scraping against the door. The floor. Door or floor, you? What was it now? Floor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, let me find Discord link.
Okay.
So, yeah, someone asked where can we send? I mean the Pantheon. one.
It's fine.
Yeah.
The weak moans that occasionally joined the mix sounded a little too nasal to be born of pain. There were two figures, Akira realized, one overlapping the other. The answer finally came to him, but before he could turn and make his retreat, he realized something else as well. Unless his eyes had completely betrayed him, both shapes were... He closed the remaining distance to the window. Their mad dance rose up from the dimness, which was alleviated by the barest silver of moonlight. Akira's eyes went wide. Figures were both men. Men! The one facing down has his hips thrust high in the air, while the second man boring into him from above. Second man arches back, and something flashed dully in the moonlight. It looks like a dog tag. But that wasn't the only reason for Akira's shock.
Hey, Sakura. I
Hello
invite you
there.
to. Hey.
Hello.
Hello.
The breeze and moans that Akira had heard were coming from the man pumping his hips, but the one beneath him remained limp and unmoving, with a streak of red trickling from his ear. Oh, you! Akira turned away. A strange agitation
Oh.
consumed him. The back of his neck burned. Careful not to make a sound, he returned to the street and hurried on his way. Soon, he'd lost all sense of where he was going. His pulse raised.
It was brave.
He couldn't get the spectacle out of his head, even though he hadn't seen them clearly. The image in his mind's eye was many times more vivid than the real thing. Calm down, he told himself. You don't know if he was really dead. Wrapping together what
The
reason
thing is,
from
this is
the
a BL game, right?
Yeah, that his
But
thoughts
we
had
really
become-
like the story a lot.
Akira walked up to the remains of a small store on the side of the
For a
street.
BL game, this is more psychological.
Yeah.
The
That,
do-
that's
yeah,
this is a good BL game with a story building.
I mean, really good story to be honest.
Yeah.
The door was hanging off its hinges. After making sure that he couldn't sense anyone inside, he stepped through the entrance. From the remaining decor, he could tell it had once been some kind of coffee shop, probably quite cozy in this day. He proceeded towards the back, kicking up clouds of dust as he went. There, he found a two-person sofa sitting in a corner. He yielded his body to its rusted springs. Taking one of the bottles out of his bag, he poured a great gulp of water down his parched throat. The liquid spread through his belly, washing the worst of his unease away. He exhaled deep and slow, then threw the half-empty bottle into his bag. His heart was still racing. Releasing another breath, he leaned against the backrest.
Yep.
He himself didn't understand what had disturbed him badly. He'd heard that homosexual behavior had been quite common during the war. Given the strict regulations that had governed soldiers' lives, he figured it had been unavoidable. Once their sexual needs hit their limit, there were few women on the battlefield. See you? Very important.
Damn.
He had also heard that there were almost no women in Toshima. Not
Wait, there's
only was
no woman in Toshima?
yes,
This is a dream!
not only was it overrun by outlaws, even played host to a murderous game. Found by those starving wolves, a woman would have little to look forward to but torment, used and discarded like some kind of doll. No, what had truly shocked Akira was the fact that the man being raped might not have been alive. Yeah, you see, these people, the two.
Oh, that kind of thing.
That one that wasn't alive anymore with dribbling blood from the ear was being raped by the other guy, even while he was already dead probably, getting raped still. The act of violating a person who had already breathed his last, or else was on the brink of death. That was what had shaken him so. Sometimes, sex was used not an expression of love, but rather as a weapon to crush your victim's heart. But if that were your aim, then you would have every reason to keep your victim alive, especially if you were both the same sex. After death, a person was nothing more than an object. Was what he'd witnessed simply the expression of an abhorrent fetish? Or was defiling a corpse meant to be the ultimate show of triumph? A statement that, even in death, there was no escape from degradation. It was not inconceivable, but at the same time, he couldn't comprehend what would drive someone to such depths. He recalled the flash of metal in the moonlight. The man atop the corpse had been wearing a dog tag. Akira pulled the bundle of 5 tags out of his bag. In this city, tags marked one as a contestant in Igra. Igra. A world ruled by survival of the fittest. If murder wasn't prohibited, was anything?
Can we clear that people just raping for fun in this city now?
I mean, yeah.
What the heck?
It's the ultimate show to show your victim, that you're victorious. Actually, see.
How is that work?
I mean, you got the dog tags from that guy that probably died, going to rape him. See, he was useless. He's the real
No,
deal.
but okay. What the fun is that though?
I mean, you saw it at the moment. For example, someone turns limp and like died. They just turned into an object, nothing else.
You know what? Let's not continue. Let's throw down this topic. Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry, Sabine, but maybe I would have yeah, I can translate it to German, but like.
By the way, Windy, you can ask me in my DM Discord. Yeah.
I swear, I was going for
Yeah.
a few minutes and I see rape and such. What the fuck happened?
This a BL game though.
Ooh. I didn't
Oh,
know.
are you sure this is not Are you sure this is not some psychological shit over here?
Actually nothing.
Psychosis, horror, BL game, whatever
The
you call them.
Alchem visual novel.
Just take Doki for example. That's gonna be horror, but it's still
You
you know,
forgot the tag. You know which one? Single player.
yeah,
Oh
single
shit,
player
right,
too.
single player. The horror.
Who is that? Oh, that's one of my fans. Wait. Yeah.
Where am I? Yes. Where am I?
No. I said lost my pronunciation. Sakuro.
Sakura.
Yeah.
Who do you think?
Yeah.
Who do you think am I?
Sakura.
I
How?
mean, okay. You all have a weird name on. Okay, you Discord using another name all the time. I mean, you know what? Let's just continue.
Sakura.
This is me.
I want to
Yo.
hear from your answer about the fact that like I'm stuck while we talk with this sentence here.
Continue.
And that meant when raping is defeated opponent as the question even.
Not with you, with the O.
This some
Sakuro. So yeah.
Eurofia level
Yeah,
shit
sorry.
over here.
Sakura.
Sakuro, not yeah.
If so,
Yeah.
if one were allowed to do as he pleased with his enemies. No, it was unthinkable. Or it had been, before Akira had come to this town. His sense of what was ordinary carried no weight here. Perhaps this was his guide had been trying to communicate.
You're asking for something to think about in this kind of town? This town that people raping each other? I'm not sure anymore, man.
Now I'm doing my best for this here. That disgusting
Okay.
sensation revived in Akira's ear, making him recall the scene from before even more graphically. He clicked his tongue in frustration. This was no
By
time
the
to be
way,
getting
by the way,
cold.
Sakura, someone say hi.
Hi. Hello.
This was no time to be getting cold feet. He had come here because there was something he needed to do. No matter how insane this place was, he had no intention of losing to anyone. This incident had served to underline the fact that his experience in Blaster would not serve him here. These fighters were a different breed. If he lost, he might taste a fate worse than death. He would need all the strength and will he possessed simply to survive. As the shock of what he had seen faded, he began to feel a burning anticipation. Somewhere in this ruined city might lie the moment that would set his blood afire, that would sear his brain and body and soul as nothing had before. Signing away the slight
This is very
euphoria.
detailed for a freaking BL game.
True, I agree.
Alright. I see the word Eurofia again. Let's go.
Signing away the slight euphoria that had risen inside him, Akira slowly extracted himself from the deep sofa. The tip
Okay,
of-
I thought I need a sofa and a soap. I read in a more. I thought it's what I saw for a second.
tip of his
Here's the thing.
I was like, wait, is Akira gonna pick up soap and then someone come up behind him? That's a circle one.
like the guide.
Yeah.
I was not paying attention. It was not very descriptionist, and then I hear sofa, and then I was like, wait, what? Why is there a description on the sofa?
The tip of his foot struck something as he shifted. When he reached out to touch it, he encountered a rounded plastic shape. Scooped it up and dusted it off. The object was an old-fashioned flashlight. The flashlights Akira was familiar with were small enough to fit in the palm of one's hand. So this was probably from before the war. Oh, we see now lights.
Hey,
L-
flash acquire.
And there be light. He pushed the power switch, and a circle of light illuminated the run-down shop. The battery was still working. A wonder, but the light would give his presence away. Better not to use it unless absolutely necessary. He quickly turned it off and shoved it next to his bag. He separated the jack of hearts from his bundle of tags, then withdrew the long chain that had been packed alongside them. He threaded it through his chosen tag and tucked the remaining 4 in his breast pocket. Now, yes?
Give me a second. So the guy that we stole the dog tag from got murdered, right?
No, we didn't steal from him.
I mean, you pick up from dead body.
No.
Oh. Okay.
Akira
okay,
did leave and go as far as possible their way because he wasn't sure if that was allowed. He had like a trauma because that guy got raped. And the other one
Oh.
that was victorious and standing in front of him, like on top of him, he had, for example, shown like the tags in front of him to see that he was victorious.
Oh, I see.
That's a different view. Now, everyone Akira met would know him as an Ingra fighter.
You might not notice this, but I'm freaking confused.
Yeah, I mean, if you didn't watch from the beginning, it can be a bit confusing, yeah.
The die, as they said, had been cast. He brushed his fingertips against the tag hanging from his neck. It felt cold to the touch.
Of course, it's a steel. It's supposed to be cold.
No shit, Sherlock.
Yeah, no shit. It's a
No
steel.
shit.
It's a metal.
Wait, what was it
It's a
again? I
metal
mean,
on a freaking cold wall.
as far as I remember, when Akira, if he needs to win there, because it's like a battle royale or a death match against other characters, and like he needs to have 5 tags with an above number of 10, either for example 3 of the same and
Yeah, to
2,
get in, to get
or
in
a
the
royal
match, yeah.
flush.
Yeah, I know that. I remember that. Okay, let's continue.
Just then, above the seething din that defined Toshima's night, he heard something that didn't belong. Sounded like someone walking through rubble and kicking things aside.
Oh yeah,
We aren't alone in there.
you know what?
Hey,
It might be the guy or Keisuke that tried to follow us.
Akira rose silently, his eyes fixed on the entrance, and reached for the knife at his waist. Someone was here. He focused his senses. Through the doorless entrance, he could see the city shape on the far side of the road, melting away into darkness.
Yeah, I'll be right
The
back.
light of the moon formed a pale veil. Okay. Suddenly,
Let's
a
continue.
human-shaped shadow blocked out the scenery. You! Oh, he's away. His whole body went
Oh,
tense.
he's away.
Then
That's sad.
Sakura will know who that is, because I don't know. If the person moved on, good. But if he came inside, he slowly closed his hand around the hilt of his
Okay.
knife. Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome
The
back.
shadow moved, and Akira heard the crunch of tile. Another step. The same sound. The shadow had set foot inside the shop. No choice. He drew his knife and prepared to strike.
Imagine if it was a dog. Oh, never mind.
I know that voice.
Yep.
Akira doubted his own ears. Though it was barely a whisper, he knew this voice well. Couldn't be. For a moment, he thought he was hearing things, but no. The speaker was right in front of him, and had undeniably called his name. He groped for the flashlight and switched it on.
He follow us here?
Seems
For
so.
real?
His ears hadn't failed him. The circle of light revealed Keisuke, shielding his eyes from the blinding light. Why? Why was he here? Akira stared at Keisuke in utter disbelief.
アキラだろ
Keisuke's voice jolted him back to himself. He turned off the flashlight, lobbed it aside, dashed up to Keisuke, grabbed his arm, and dragged him deeper into the store.
I mean, yeah, please turn that flashlight off. It's kind of burning my eye too. Yeah.
Keisuke lost his balance and staggered, colliding
Apparently
with a
get
nearby
flashlight. I
table.
also get flashlight over here.
Yeah.
バカ
Quiet.
大声出すな
Oh, what happened? Akira hissed the warning, but didn't let go until they reached the back of the shop.
やっぱりアキラだよかった間違ってたらどうしようかと
Why do you think Keisuke is scared for Akira?
He's
I mean,
cute though.
this guy a friend, but he follow us Akira to this deadly towel.
But he's so looking cute, yo, and innocent.
I know.
He leaned closer
mean,
to
I-
Keisuke.
What a delicious meal that is.
Actually, I don't know who of them would be the top. I mean, they both look like bottoms, Akira and Keisuke.
What?
I mean, definitely, don't you think so? I mean, both have an innocent face on them.
I don't know. I don't know who.
Both of them do give a freaking bottom energy.
See,
Okay. Okay.
he leaned
Okay.
closer to Keisuke, who had a relieved smile on his face.
なんでこんなところにいるんだお前
Look how bottom that is. Come on.
See, and he also,
なんでって
Hey, look,
with
look.
that voice, even.
どうやってここまで来た急措地区を抜けてきたのか
Bottom. No matter where in the
Two of the
CFC
bottom.
you came from,
Stop talking.
it was impossible to reach Toshima without going through the old lands.
Yeah, how
Akira-
did he get over here?
Akira doubted that even he could have survived that hell without guidance. Had Keisuke made it through alone? Yeah, that's actually a good question. Akira needed
how
a
did
guide,
he-
but he...
Yeah, he. I can't need a guy, but he just came here alone. What the heck?
Keisuke cast his gaze downwards, muttering guiltily under his breath.
仕方ないってアキラは言ってたけどやっぱどうしても心配でさどうにかしたくてこの間俺に話をしてくれた日の次の朝が出発だって言ってただろ
So he leave first or what?
後をつけたのか
Yeah.
Glancing meekly at Akira, Keisuke gave a small nod. Akira let out an enormous sigh, exasperated to the point of speechlessness. This was insane.
Probably disappointed because he don't want Keisuke to be here.
This was insane. Was Keisuke trying to get
Yeah.
himself killed? He looked the smaller man up and down. He was wearing his usual shabby blue coveralls and had a light backpack over his shoulder.
武器は
Yeah, he probably don't want Keisuke to be here because. Oh,
You-
and he come here. How did he so? Okay.
For a moment, all Akira could do was gape.
よくそれで何もなかったなそりゃ危ない目にはあったよ
Wait, babe, can you check on film lab if you forgot to open your mic?
Wait, really?
Just like I forgot to tell you that. Yeah.
I didn't. Actually, I closed Discord mic, not the Streamlabs.
Oh, okay.
Well, sure, one moment. Refugees. Oh, he met them.
全速力で走って逃げた
Unlimited stamina confirmed.
逃げた
Freaking Zelda character over here.
Stamina 100%.
じゃなかったら
Freaking GTA character
He did
over here.
outrun these animal-like refugees.
I mean, I would want to. I mean, to be fair, he was following you. I mean, I would run too. Wouldn't you?
But they were
Wouldn't
like,
you run,
but
babe?
these guys were running like on all fours like animals, and he did outrun them.
Well, that just
I
shows
mean,
how
okay,
bottom he
okay.
is.
Look at his outfit. Look at his body type. You think this guy running very slow? This guy probably running a mile in 1 hour or in a minute.
True.
Yeah. This guy probably running very fast.
Was Keisuke really that fast?
He is such a bottom. He need to ram with 4 legs. Come on.
Oh my god.
Then again, the guide had said that refugees didn't pursue their prey over long distances. Keisuke had made it through that labyrinth to the outskirts of Toshima. They might have left him alone. Maybe he was just that lucky. But that wasn't the point. Akira folded his arms.
There is now a thing called lucky.
Akira folded his arms and gave Keisuke a hard stare.
それでどうするんだよ何が
Perhaps sensing Akira's displeasure, Keisuke responded timidly.
こんなところまでついてきてどうするつもりだ
Yeah, what was your plan? I mean,
力になれることがあったらと思って
He just want to help Akira.
maybe you should start a plan first. Okay, you cannot help a person if you don't know what you're doing. You need to know. Okay, if you want to help someone, you need to know what you're doing first before you go and helping them.
Imagine just going to someone, ask them how you doing, and then
Otherwise,
run
you
away.
just go there and then like doing what? Okay, first of all, you don't even have a weapon. Yeah, you don't
What
even
to
have a
stop it?
weapon.
But he has a
Okay.
backpack with we don't know what's in there.
Probably food and basic stuff. But
Come to
still,
help
but
people
still,
become
but
useless.
still, you don't need a you need a weapon.
He is the weapon. What do you mean?
What do you mean?
He just gonna run. He's just gonna run head first for no reason and then die for no reason.
You need a weapon.
He is the weapon.
Okay. He may be running fast, but how he gonna help Akira with it? Like just hold his hand and then running with him, or okay, if he has to use that become useful, he need to carry Akira.
Maybe there is somewhere in the shop like a metal pipe down laying around.
Maybe yeah, that would be a first weapon to easy to find.
The-
Come on, you. This guy run on 4 legs. He can totally carry Akira.
Oh my god.
I am telling the truth. Come on,
Oh my god.
come on. Just be scared by thinking true.
There was nothing Keisuke could help him with. On the contrary, his presence was a burden. It would make moving around the city more difficult. Keisuke
Yeah,
was
that's
utterly...
basically what I said. Yeah, he is coolest right now. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Keisuke was utterly clueless.
I really appreciate that he follow his friend. That a real friend that follow you to the death. But like still, but
Friendship.
still.
Keisuke was
Yeah.
utterly clueless. Akira could feel his irritation growing.
帰れよ。
どうして
昨日も
Still, calling him to go home is
これは遊びじゃ
yeah, is probably the worst thing right now.
My guy literally just like, alright, go home. You are useless.
I mean, I mean, he already come this way. Telling him to go home is kind of like, yeah, it's too late to call him to go home.
Keisuke's face contorted, as if he were struggling with something.
俺は終身刑で惨めに死を待つよりはマシだからここまで来た。すぐに終わらせて戻る。誰の助けもいらない。
Akira made his tone hard and sharp, knowing that it would hurt Keisuke. It was the only way his words would reach.
You
It
know
had
what?
always been like this.
Wait. Can we say that Akira is a tsundere from that one? He's not a tsundere. What the fuck?
You idiot! You should stay home.
Okay, he come out to that way, and you're gonna say you're not appreciated? Come on, oh come on. In deep we. Okay, I don't even have to say a word. You kind of know what I'm thinking.
It had,
That's when you idiot. You should have stay home. Come on.
Come on.
it had always been like this, ever since they were children.
Yeah.
Keisuke never thought things through. He would work frantically to do what he felt was right, and it would backfire every time. And despite his inability to follow through, he was also curiously stubborn. If Akira didn't make himself perfectly clear, he would never realize how serious this was. Akira had no intention of losing, of course, but there was no guarantee that he would make it out alive. It'd be one thing if Keisuke were handy in a fight, but that simply wasn't the case.
でも
Yes.
I mean, he wanted okay. First of all, I think Akira a little bit underestimate him a bit. I mean, he running that fast to that whatever that thing that we were running from.
But what will it do? I mean, for example, the others have also weapons. How will he win when he outruns them? Running
he
around in
already-
circles?
I
To
mean,
make-
he run out in them. I mean,
I mean,
that
they-
thing was fast too, like you said, right?
Yeah, but
He
like
even
the enemy, for
touching
example.
Akira.
The enemy, for example, still, I mean, yeah, he would get exhausted because he can't run fast as him probably, but he still have the weapon in his hands.
Yeah, but still, Keisuke is running fast, so I wouldn't say that he completely, you know. I mean, I think I tried a little bit underestimate him a bit on his ability.
Let's say 50% useful,
But
50% elusive.
it's still a dumb way to come here without any weapon though. I
True.
would say that one. Yeah.
Keisuke's hands formed loose fists, his eyes still fixed on his feet.
帰るならまた急措地区を抜けなくちゃいけない。
Wow, what a reason.
アキラを追ってきたからたどり着けたようなもので。
True. This time, Keisuke would have to cross the Oldlands alone, and without losing his way.
道は覚えてないか。
And here we have...
No,
God
no,
damn.
God
God
damn
damn
it.
it.
I
God
know
damn
it.
it.
a disappointed sigh spilled from Akira's mouth. He considered
God
sending Keisuke
damn.
back anyway, telling him he'd brought this upon himself, but that would be going a tad too far. And
Yeah, that
besides,
would be going too
Keisuke
far.
had
Yeah.
technically done it for his sake. Plus, he'd have trouble sleeping at night if he later came face to face with Keisuke's corpse. What to do?
You know what? Wait.
Yes?
I would say nothing.
You say nothing.
No, I mean,
Leave.
okay. I mean, I mean, even if you say you can stay, and then what then?
True.
He not going nowhere. Just say nothing. I would say nothing.
You can stay? Wow.
Just say
This
nothing.
feels
Say
like...
nothing.
Yeah, this feels actually like he would die, to be honest.
Yeah, I would. Yeah,
you,
just
it's
say
like
nothing. Just say
You-
nothing.
for death situation here.
You know-
Just say nothing.
I would have really taken this here anyways, because that I can't send him back.
Yeah, because I was thinking about it. Yeah,
Ugh.
that's why.
アキラ
...
Keisuke looked up through to assess Akira's response, now that he had fallen silent. There was no other choice. If Keisuke couldn't go home, he would have to remain here.
Yeah,
With
that's what I'm
obvious
thinking.
reluctance, Akira opened his mouth.
帰れないならいるしかないだろ
We gave
Yeah.
up. Welcome
Freaking
aboard,
silly.
Keisuke.
I mean, I can see why. Okay, Akira is sort of sooner he didn't say it, but he probably didn't want Keisuke. I mean, he's the only friend to die, basically. Yeah. I don't know why he being sort of sooner. I didn't just say it. I don't know why.
You didn't even say it. What kind of bullshit am I hearing right now?
Huh?
You could just say that he don't want Keisuke to be in danger or something like that.
Even though
He
this
could've-
was the answer Keisuke
Oh.
wanted, he himself seemed surprised by Akira's reply.
いいのか本当に
Aw, so innocent saying. Really?
There's no other choice anyway. Yeah.
It wasn't about whether he was okay with it. After watching Akira's cheerless face for a little while, Keisuke put on a small smile.
よかったありがとうアキラ
Aww. He hadn't done anything deserving of gratitude, but Keisuke appeared genuinely happy. It felt peculiar.
何かあったら手伝うから
Killer.
With no way to answer him, Akira wordlessly sat down on the sofa. For better or worse, they were stuck together now.
明日からはどうする
Seating himself beside Akira as he spoke, Keisuke trailed off in the middle of a sentence, then made a weird noise. Maybe he was biting back a yawn. He leaned back in the sofa and rubbed his eyes, then gave Akira a sluggish look.
It's gay for Akira. I'm calling it now. Come on.
It's a big air
come on.
game. What do you expect?
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I know the big story building. I know, but like, yeah. Akira, the Deacon, because it's so easy to spot him.
Chow time! It appeared to be taking all his effort just to stay awake.
ごめんなんか落ち着いたら急に眠くなってきた少し 寝てもいいかな。
Did Keisuke
I mean,
actually mean to go
you
straight to
you-
sleep? Here?
Yeah.
Maybe he truly didn't understand the situation.
No, I think I mean he running really fast. I think I think Kasuke
No.
holding something back.
No, he gonna take advantage. No.
Come on, there was childhood fun. You think Kasuke didn't have any experience for himself?
No, he gonna take advantage of
Yeah.
you. What do you mean?
I don't know. I don't know, man.
But what could Akira do
Come on,
about
this,
it?
This is literally how baby are born. Come on, guys.
I guess.
But what could Akira do about it? He shook his head. It felt like looking after a child.
アキラは。
俺はいい。
Akira was weary, but his thoughts remained clear. He wasn't likely to fall asleep anytime soon.
そうか。体休めておいた方がいいよ。
Mister,
someone-
that is the dumbest idea ever. Just
Yeah.
like,
So, okay. I'm okay with him sleeping, but someone have to stay awake.
yeah, exactly. That is the dumbest idea ever. Could you just sleep with me? Wow, fuck you.
Yeah.
Keisuke clasped his hands over his stomach, his eyelids almost fully closed.
そうだ。それと、アキラ。
Be right back, okay? I need to do something.
Okay.
Just a bit
Wait,
of
wait.
my... The sun is shining directly to my face, that's why. Okay,
Okay.
now I'm returning.
You know what? Either Keisuke is so naive or he's just too good that he able to sleep in without getting scared from other people. Oh my god. But I would go, but he a bit too naive right now on this point.
Probably.
A bit you say, miss. A bit you say. A bit.
Don't say a bit, I mean he did outrun the monster after
But
all.
came with no weapon at all. Isn't that good? That's a good.
Yeah, but okay, he's really naive. Okay, go. Yeah, let's continue.
One moment. I need to... Okay. His closed eyelids rose once more, and he turned his face to look at Akira. Though he looked hopelessly tired, his mouth still formed a small smile.
絶対勝って、一緒に帰ろうな。
Oh, this is so romantic. And his face for Akira.
Akira's like, oh no.
This time his eyelids closed more firmly.
It's,
and his
it's like
soon
it's
slowed
like you're
into the
going
rhythm of
on
sleep.
like how do I say it? It's like you're going on the party, but you didn't not inviting the guy, and he just come into the party. Get it?
The feeling like,
But no,
Wow.
but not, that is not my kind of thing. He's it's more like concerning too. Yeah.
oh,
I mean, even though he has Sunday and he wouldn't say about his feeling, but yeah, we know what he's
Come
thinking.
on.
We know what he's
Come
thinking.
on.
Come on, like, come on. Anyway,
one moment I need to change it. Small going be right back screen because I need to reset my model view. It's not working right now well. My mouth's still open, that's why.
okay.
Uh,
All right.
Hey, yo, you, how you doing?
Hmm?
How you doing?
I'm okay.
Ah, I know
Oh.
why now. Because of the sun.
Oh yeah, because
Because of what? Wait, because of what?
because the lighting are cutting out the camera.
Oh.
We rare using that screen though.
Yeah, this is just an emergency right now. Well,
Yeah.
returning to the game now. Okay, use model is back. And mine is working again. The sun was a problem. I'm sorry
No.
everyone. Well, let's continue, okay?
Okay.
This time his eyelids closed more firmly, and his breathing soon slowed into the rhythm of sleep. Akira regarded his sleeping face with ambivalence. The scene he had
What is-
witnessed
What
through the storm.
does umbrella land mean?
It's a word.
Yeah, what does
The
that mean?
word.
I don't know.
Google it. Wait. What is the word again?
Ambivalence.
How do you spell that?
I don't know. Let's not continue.
A-M-B...
Let's not continue, Beb.
Okay. The scene he had...
AM?
A-M-B-I... V-A-L-E-N-C-E.
ART. Ambivalent.
Yeah, ambivalence.
Just a second. Ambivalent. Having mixed feeling or contradictory idea about something or someone. Okay.
Ah, we learned a new word.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Nice.
We become educational. Let's go.
Let's go. The scene he had witnessed through the store window. That was the kind of world this was. What concerned him most of all was Keisuke's failure to grasp this. Sensing many difficulties in store for them, Akira stayed awake, watching the entrance until the sun had risen once more.
Alright, I think I need to go
Oh,
now.
oh shit.
Bye
I'm
bye.
surprised.
Good luck in the
Bye.
DL game.
Thank you.
Okay, good luck.
Hope you have
See
time to
ya.
just come back later.
Alright, see ya.
See ya. Only when it had
Must-
grown... Yeah?
I'm more surprised that no one come in the night. But
Ah.
anyway, let's continue.
Only when it had grown light outside did Akira become tired enough to shut his eyes. A half hour or so later, he woke, his mind clear. In the pale sunlight shining through the entrance, both the cafe and what he could see of the cityscape gave a different impression than they had at night. Not that it seemed any less foreboding. He shifted away from the sofa's backrest. Dust rose to fill his vision with white. When he turned his face to avoid breathing it in, he saw that Keisuke was still sound asleep. The expression was so tranquil. It was as if he were part of another world. Would Keisuke ever have another chance to wallow in such peaceful slumber? While wondering this, he shook Keisuke gently.
おい
Keisuke grunted and stirred a little, then went right back to sleep. Growing impatient, Akira shook him harder.
起きろ
Oh my god, this guy.
His
Can you
eyelids
smack
twitched
him?
a few times before finally cracking open. Rubbing
Okay,
his
I was
eyes.
about to say. If he didn't wake up, I'm gonna.
Smack!
Yeah, I'm gonna smack him.
Rubbing his eyes, he gave Akira a drowsy smile. That smile, you! He was utterly at peace. He was so at peace, in fact, that Akira found it downright obnoxious. He slapped Keisuke on the back.
Yep,
いきなり何すんだよ
yep. That's what I would do too. Yeah.
冷めたか行くぞ
Ignoring Keisuke's teary-eyed glare, Akira rose with his bag in hand.
行くってどこへ
Keisuke quickly got up and grabbed his bag off the floor.
イグラに決まってる
Keisuke's expression instantly clouded over.
いくら
参加証のタグももう用意されてる
But you don't have the tag. Keisuke don't have the tag.
死ぬかもしれないんだよな
He was still going on about that. Aggravated, Akira thrust his face close to Keisuke, looking him right in the eye.
何度も言ってるだろこれは遊びじゃない俺も人を殺すことになる
Keisuke went rigid. Nigra, everything would be on the line. In order to survive, Akira would have to kill. What would that feel like? Crushing the life out of someone as they struggled in his grip. Deep in his
I don't-
belly, Akira felt a shiver of
I don't know.
anticipation.
I don't know. I
それが
cannot
ここのルールだ。
feel so similar
殺
right
さなけ
now.
れば殺される。
Yeah.
それ以外に道はない。
Yeah, that's true though. Yeah.
Kill
At least
or
he's
be
saying the
killed.
fact. Yeah.
He was here to bring down Ilre, Igra's undefeated champion. The desire to face this invincible tyrant had taken root in Akira's soul. He would have to wade through the blood of many in order to reach that point. The color drained from Keisuke's face. He was finally beginning to understand.
人を殺すんだよな。
じゃなきゃ勝ち残れない。
With that, Akira turned toward the exit.
どこ行くんだよ。
You didn't you already ask him? But okay.
イグラが実際にはどんな形で行われているのか、豊島の住人や他の参加者たちはどうしているのか。
And he probably go with you.
Wait
お前は
here.
ここで待ってろ。
Yeah, he probably not gonna wait.
It would be foolish to make a move without first acquiring some basic information.
俺も行く。
True though.
You
See?
were right.
See?
Keisuke's
I know it.
desperate
See?
offer made Akira pause.
ダメだ。丸腰だろ。
でも、一人で待ってるなんて嫌だ。
Deciding it was futile to waste time bickering, Akira sighing and returned to Keisuke. He pulled the knife from his waist and held it out, sheath and all.
持ってろ。
アキラは予備のナイフか何か持ってるのか。
Actually, yes.
いや、
Wait, not?
Nope. Yeah, he don't have it.
He had left the knife they'd given him back in his room. Damn. Keisuke pulled back his hand.
それじゃあ、今度はアキラが丸腰になるじゃないか。意味がないよ。
俺はいい。
I'm pretty sure this how might have a wood or pie or something that you can use as a weapon.
The use of weapons was forbidden in Blaster, so Akira was used to fighting with his fists. As long as he didn't have to deal with guns, which were outlawed in Igra anyway, he'd be fine.
一つ約束しろ。
え？
自分の身は自分で守れ。
Keisuke's eyes widened a bit, but he was quick to press his lips together and give a firm nod.
See a thing here? Actually, I did care for him.
He reached for the knife
It's-
again.
Yeah, it's not like he did not care, but
True. Once he'd taken it, he unsheathed it and gazed intently at the blade.
なんか変わったナイフだな。これ、文字が書いてある。
We know.
昔軍で支給されてたやつだ。
yeah.
なんだったっけ？
多分。
Tab.
Yeah.
Honestly, Akira wasn't sure. He had never been on an actual battlefield or seen what real soldiers
そ
carried.
っか。そうだったかな。
I mean, okay, all the military knights always have code imprinted on it. So yeah, it makes sense it have something writing on the knife.
True. Wait.
Most knights don't have code though. The only code I would have on the knife is a weapon knife. The same go with gun. Yeah, it have like a number for it. Not sure though.
Okay,
Okay, anyway.
the sun is again shining on my face. I need to change
Oh.
my position a bit.
Okay.
Okay, is that maybe possible? One moment.
If the sun still shining in 1 hour, we can take a rest, okay? Or we can
Okay.
end the stream in 1 hour.
Yeah. I mean, this time actually is the worst time for me always now because of winter seasons. And my room, best part is the sun will come down and face me.
Yeah.
So bad. I mean, for the streaming room. Why it has to be? That actually I forgot that. Okay. Nooding, Keisuke returned the knife to its sheath.
行くぞ。
One moment. Okay.
うん。
Passing through the doorless exit, they ventured once again onto the streets of Toshima.
Oh wait, so they have no door to begin with? I thought they have a door. Oh, anyway.
The sky was oh, you the music. Sky was
Yeah,
an ambiguous pale grey, neither sunny nor cloudy. The environment had suffered greatly in the war, and fair weather had been a rare occurrence ever since. Just like last night, Akira didn't see anyone when he looked around the main avenue. Even so, the view was better than at night, and he had no trouble distinguishing the landscape.
yeah,
The
the view is
atmosphere
better.
was also the same as before.
Wait, what happened to the guy? Did he die?
The other one, yeah.
Yeah.
To the
Oh,
guide?
okay.
You mean guide?
The guy, yeah.
Ah, probably, yeah. Maybe going there, I'm not sure. The atmosphere was also the same as before. Although the street seemed empty, he could sense the presence of people all around. Bloodlust, barely concealed, as if they were stalking him from the shadows. The sun might have risen, but he was in no mood to saunter around in the open.
夜も思ったけど全然人見ないんだよなこの街
Keisuke murmured, starting towards the center of the road.
おい
I'm not sure that you should standing in the center of the Lord, but okay.
Akira quickly grabbed him by the arm and dragged him back to the shadow of the coffee shop.
無防備に出歩くな
Unnerved by Akira's harsh tone, Keisuke blinked and nodded. A shocking tension filled the air. As they started walking, Akira strove to keep to the shadows by the roadside. The alleyways they passed from time to time were so dim, he could make out nothing of what lurked in the depths. When they came to an intersection, he saw a sign protruding from an alley on the right side, off to the east. Utterly faded, yet retaining vestiges of gaudy coloring. It was the kind of sign one might expect to see in red light districts. Ooh, red light districts now, you.
Right this way?
Yeah. You know
Yes.
them?
No. Let's continue first.
Okay.
I'm curious on what's going on.
Just as he looked away, he thought he heard a shrill voice. He glanced back at the whole alleyway.
何か聞こえなかったか
Oh,
声みたいな感じの
they heard a voice. Keisuke was
Yes.
studying the sign intently, having also noticed the sound. Akira had barely heard it, so he couldn't be sure, but the sound had felt out of place in this knife-sharp atmosphere. It
Yeah,
nagged at him.
probably someone looking at them.
He approached the sign.
あアキラ
Keisuke ran after him. He pressed his back to the wall and took a brief look down the alley. The alley was wider than he'd thought. The shops lined up in tight rows on both sides. As expected, there were mostly bars and brothels.
Huh.
All were
Is
in
someone...
disrepair. of
Okay,
course.
I thought they... Okay, I thought they would have like a bar opening in this city because...
Brothels.
And you know that...
A lot of them.
No, like Outlaw would have some bar or something like that to drink and get drunk on them on.
I mean, why
Yeah,
should
but-
you make your bar? There are a lot of people and going to rape you.
For fun.
For fun, a bar at a raping spot.
But, I mean, people are crazy, they could make out anything to entertain themselves.
If someone would really open a bar, he would have probably a lot of weapon, like a gun too.
Yeah, that's the point that I'm making now.
But like, how would the other people, for example, pay?
Yeah, but I'm down East here right now. No, that would be a bit too weird to
Yeah.
think shop and decide. Yeah. Okay, let's continue.
All were in disrepair, of course, with so many of their decorative lights broken. He doubted it would be very bright even if they were all switched on. There was no one around. All the same could be said for the rest of Toshima. Imagining how lively it must have been before the war made this place feel even more deserted than the rest. Maybe he'd only imagined the voice after all. Pushing himself away from the wall, he took a step down the alleyway.
Oh yeah, this place is not good.
The road
I think
was
there's
shadowed.
someone though.
Yeah, maybe.
There's someone.
Maybe actually.
I wouldn't trust anything in this city. I mean, if I heard a voice, there must be something.
The road was
Yeah.
shadowy, with buildings blocking the sun on both sides. The aura of this place was such that Akira would not have been surprised to find a spirit or two standing amid the skeletal remains of these once crowded stores.
そういうさ確かに人がいたんだなって簡単に想像でき
I
る
didn't think Akira would believe in ghosts or spirit for a second.
なんか生々しいっていうか
He knew what Keisuke was trying to say. Fear was something that grew stronger the more real it so seemed. But to Akira, very little felt real. Or at least, real enough to frighten him. He could process a phenomenon and understand it intellectually, but that was different. As he reached the middle of the road, Akira stopped dead in his tracks. Oh, there's something new.
アキラ
Yeah. There was something too.
Somebody was there, here. Their presence was well hidden, but he could feel it.
Yep, I know it. Yeah.
Where was
I
it
can
coming
feel that from
from?
far away too.
A faint sound. Behind them. But before he could turn,
ちょっとそこの
a high voice echoed down the alley. The sound of nimble footsteps followed shortly after.
なんだ
Turn or don't turn, you.
Judging from his voice. Turn. I think turn.
Okay.
Let's see what's going on.
Their sheer momentum forced him to turn.
Oh,
A petite girl appeared in front of them. She had
that is
golden
not a
hair,
girl.
a delicate stature, and slim arms and legs. Her large blue eyes were especially striking.
That is not a girl.
Girl.
That is not a girl.
The girl's lip curved widely in response to Keisuke's baffled murmur.
残念でしたついてます
Boy,
See? Yeah. See?
the crudeness of the answer left Keisuke speechless. Indeed, upon further scrutiny, the stranger's body, fingers, and knees were indicative of a male.
Yeah, like I
Nevertheless,
said, it's not a girl.
It was hard to
Didn't Akira say that this town, this city don't have a girl?
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah. So I know it from my way, it's not a girl.
Yeah,
And
agreed.
he not a girl, yeah.
Nevertheless, it was hard not to mistake him for a girl. The smoothness of his skin all but invited one's touch.
そんなことはどうでもいいわけよ兄さんたちさここ俺の縄張りなんだけど勝手に入ってこられちゃ困るんだよね
His territory? For real? In this abandoned city?
縄張り
Oh.
Did he mark it?
No. It's maybe like something like how to call it? Like criminal zone. Like they have their own zone that yeah. I don't know what you call it.
Gotta pay the toll.
通行料って
Keisuke turned back to Akira, his expression bewildered.
というかさ知らないのもしかして来たばっかとか
Yeah, we are new.
The boy, who had been standing with his hands on his hips, brow furrowed, Sunny blinked in surprise.
でもそっちのいい男な兄さんはイグラに参加してんだね
The hottie. You're fighting Igra, aren't you? The hottie you. The boy
what do
put
you
on
think
a
of him?
challenging smile as he pointed to the tag on Akira's chest. The tag swung across the boy's own chest as well. Another fighter. In other words, an enemy? Perhaps sensing Akira's sudden wariness, the boy flapped a hand at him.
そんな顔しなくても今んとこは別に戦う気ないから安心してよ兄さんいい男だしさ他にボコっちゃってもいいどうでもいいのがいくらでもいるし
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh my god. At first I was like, okay.
Keisuke gave the boy a dumbfounded look. Though his appearance was such that people might easily mistake his gender, he seemed utterly at ease in the savage town, even when facing two total strangers. Perhaps he was stronger than he looked. Either way, there was something very odd about him.
Yeah, he too chilling for this kind of places.
True. Meanwhile,
Or the other thing that he probably get used to it already.
True.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, oblivious to Akira's growing doubts, the boy had put on a wide grin.
ま、初心者ならしょうがないか。じゃあ通行料は免除にしてあげるよ。兄さんの顔に免じて。
Oh my, you can thank your face for that. Oh my god,
The
this
boy
guy.
had spent most of the conversation staring at Akira's face. He appeared to have taken quite a liking to it.
ついでに何か聞きたいこととかある？
He's
教えれることな
simping.
ら教えてあげる。
Your Honor, he's simping right now.
That sounded like showing compassion to an enemy. Not starting a fight here was one thing, but offering to lend them a hand sparkled unavoidable suspicion. Even Keisuke, who was not the
No,
suspicious...
he's just simping. That's all. That's all what happened to him
He's
right
just
now.
simping.
Yeah.
Even Keisuke, who was not the suspicious type, gave Akira an uneasy glance. Yet, while Akira sensed that there must be some kind of scheme involved, taking the bait was still an option
Scheme.
if it meant he might acquire some information. What?
You mean scheme?
Ah, scheme, yes.
Anyway,
Hi Micah, welcome to today's stream.
Hi,
Scheme,
Micah.
okay. I just forgot scheme. Sorry. Scheme, okay. At any rate, this was his only lead. That talk made him open his mouth, ending the tense silence that had fallen.
どこか武器が手に入るところを知らないか。
武器？
It bothered him that Keisuke didn't have a weapon. He couldn't keep Akira's knife forever.
武器ね。
The boy seemed to consider this. Akira wasn't really expecting an answer. He knew that such shops had to exist. As long as people lived here, there would be those who sold them what they needed. But even though everyone likely knew
I
where
know
they
it,
were,
yeah.
there would be an ironclad rule not to mention them.
Yeah.
Furthermore, Akira was an Ikura fighter. In other words, a potential enemy. It would be foolish for the boy to give him any information that might literally be used to stab him in the back.
なんで？まさか素手ってわけじゃないよね。まあスタイルにもよるだろうけど。
俺じゃない。こっちだ。
He pointed his chin at Keisuke, who had the decency to look embarrassed.
ああ、
Oh
参
my
加してない
god.
方の兄さんか。何も持ってないの？
ああ。
そっか。じゃあさ、こんなのはどう？
Yeah, it's
The boy
okay. I give him
fished
approval.
through his waist pouch, then grabbed something and held it out. It was a folding knife, the kind that snapped open with the push of a button. With the blade extended, it was about 20 centimeters long.
これだったら初心者でも扱いやすいし、軽いし。あげるよ。
Oh, so nice, right?
Yeah,
Huh?
I can touch him.
And he, huh?
Yeah, I would be a bit confusing too, but you know, I can touch him for a while.
Keisuke waved both hands in front of his face, startled by the boy's casual offer.
いやいや、もらうのは悪いから。
Just take it.
Take it.
めったに使わないし。いいよ。
Yeah, I can tell he never used them. Yeah, just take it.
You, that is so a standard line. It's fine, I never use it.
Yeah.
Keisuke continued his puppy-eyed protests a little while longer, but finally extended his hand.
ありがとう。
The piece of yeah.
どういたしまして。
The boy grinned proudly. Even if it was a spare, it was very generous of him to give his knife to a total stranger. Akira
Yeah,
could
too
not...
generous.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, a stranger really...
But I don't think his intention is bad right now though. So you can like don't have to put a caution on him at the moment. I mean,
True.
yeah.
One moment. Akira could not begin to comprehend the boy's intentions.
じゃあこれ返さなきゃ。
Keisuke pulled Akira's knife from his backpack and handed it over. One moment, I need to change a bit position the sun again.
Oh my god.
What? Now I'm actually
No,
standing.
it's not. Okay, does it have a cover for the window or something?
Yeah, but like, the sun is shining through it. Okay, now I'm
think you
actually
need
standing.
to buy a new curtain if you have time.
You saw mine.
Yeah, I saw it.
Akira took it and thrust it back through his belt.
貸しにしといてあげる。いつか返して。
The boy's lips spread into an enticing smile, right?
Yeah, I think, I don't know.
With your body.
Oh,
Pay back with your body.
oh damn. That? I think he's not kidding.
Ah, by not blushing, Keisuke yelled.
なんだよそれ。だって君男だろ。
やだな。何マジになってんの？
For real?
冗談だよ。
Yeah, I know it. He was joking. I know it. This boy is a troll. I know it.
Boy
from the
crackled
beginning.
at the sore expression on Keisuke's face. And then, out of the blue, he pulled at Akira's arm. Oh, a nice image,
Aw.
you. The boy tugged at Akira's and Keisuke's arms, pulling them closer and looked up at them with an incorrigible smile. Akira had no idea how to handle this display of unearned affection. He sang, confusion giving way to irritation.
ま、それはさておき。せっかくだから参加すれば、兄さんも。
You know what? Yeah, I think he just need friend.
Aw,
He probably wander alone all this time.
I need friends.
Yeah,
Ignorance.
I mean, more people is better than going alone.
True.
Yeah.
ああ、
Oh, right.
イグラ。あ
Oh!
His reaction, I love it.
Did you know
Oh
what
my God,
the blonde boy means?
Yeah.
Making it possible for Keisuke to join Igura too.
You know what? Yeah, I think, yeah,
Keisuke's eyes went as wide as saucers.
それこそ冗談だろう。無理に決まってる。
そんなの参加してみなきゃわかんないっしょ。ねえ。
The boy looked to Akira for agreement, but frankly, Akira didn't want Keisuke to get involved. It would just make things harder.
danger for him. He
True.
should have, yeah.
Perhaps sensing this from Akira's expression, Keisuke redoubted his protest.
ほらな、無理だって。俺だって参加なんかしたくない。
だってさ。
The boy waggled his booth-clad toes suggestively.
この町じゃさ、いつ死んだっておかしくないんだよ。イグラに参加してようとしてなかろうとさ。
Oh, nice.
だったら楽しんだ方がいいじゃん。
It tried to seduce him? Wow.
His words carried enough weight to make Keisuke fall silent. For a moment, it seemed that the boy's big eyes were no longer smiling, but that expression vanished as quickly as it came, morphing into a grin so quickly that Akira doubted what he'd seen.
とりあえず説明だけでも受けてみたら、アルビトロンとこ行ってさ。ってそっちの兄さんから詳しいことは聞いてるかな。
I don't trust
Arbitro.
that name is already sus. I'm sorry.
That
But-
man. Yes?
But if you see him and look at his face, if he looking bad, don't trust anything he said, okay?
Okay.
It feels kind of sus for me. Arbitro.
Arbitro.
Wow, it's
That
a
man.
good name for the.
Gwen had mentioned this name during his explanation. Arbitro was the man who ran Igura. In order to challenge Ilre, Akira would have to bring the tax he'd gathered to Arbitro, but he didn't know
If
where
he-
to find the man.
If he giving anything for you to drink or something of like a food, that's an increase though, because this guy might invite you in for food and all that stuff, you know.
Hmm?
Just increase he do that. Don't take any drink from him.
Yeah. I mean, taking drinks from a stranger is already something. I wouldn't take them too.
Yeah. Let's put that to a rule first. Because it's kind of a bit sassy on his name as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, let's go.
One moment, I need to. Uh-huh. Is it working now? One moment. Yeah, my model sadly.
Right.
Huh?
What the?
My model, you know, with the sun. Changing again the sun position. Sorry. Wait,
I would. Okay.
be right back.
Okay. I mean, he could have taken care of that first, but
Me?
okay.
I mean, I didn't know
What?
that the sun would shine on my face, sadly.
Can you face another way? I mean,
Sadly not possible. Wait, maybe this way. Possible. Okay.
or maybe find something to cover the window or something.
It's so
like
bad
a
to cover it, actually.
A paper, I mean.
Is that? No, it's not possible. And it will be seen outside too.
True. Well, nothing we can do about it. Let's continue, okay?
Yeah. One moment. Okay, I have changed it a bit. Maybe it's better working now.
Okay.
I think. Not sure.
Okay.
Okay, here we go back. Where was it? In-game. Okay. Now it should be working. In order to challenge Ilre, Akira would have to bring the taxi gatherer to arbitral, but he didn't know where to find the man, or, for that matter, where the fight with Ilre would take place.
行くだけ行ってみろよ。
You,
Yeah.
that's for the screen here. I actually like the jacket from Akira.
That's like it's too fancy for this role, but I like it though.
Keisuke froze with a look of disbelief in his eyes.
アキラまで。
そうそう男なら度胸行くだけ言っとけ
Keisuke shot Akira a brief, resentful glare, then let his shoulders drop. He looked so crestfallen that Akira felt sorry for him.
じゃあ決定かないい行っちゃうよ
The boy who had started off down the street suddenly turned around.
そういやさ俺リンって言うんだけど
Oh,
兄さんたちは
Rin, was it safe to reveal their names? Akira considered this for a moment. Ultimately, he had a feeling that it was pointless to worry about the boy, Rin's motives. He would never be able to tell whether Rin's friendliness was an act,
Yeah, I cannot tell either. Yeah, so just go along with him.
and forcing himself to
Yeah.
remain alert in such a disarming presence would only wear him out.
アキラだ。
Yeah,
こっちはケイスケ。
true.
アキラとケイスケね
Rin resumed walking with a spring in his step. As they followed behind, the pale Keisuke drew closer to Akira, whispering,
おいアキラ。どういうつもりだよ。
Sorry, you need to now.
Yeah, seems like you need to now.
成り行きだろ。登録必須ってわけでもないだろうし、説明だけ聞いて帰ってくればいい。
もし登録必須だったらどうするんだよ。
トイレにでも駆け込んで、そのまま逃げてこいよ。
Hiding in a bathroom.
だと思って。
何よ何話してんの
Rin stopped and looked back with a puzzled expression.
いや、なんでもない。
Keisuke shook his head and forced a friendly smile.
ああそうそうさっきの通行料の話嘘だから
嘘
Yeah, I know it. Yeah, he's a little throwing kid.
そう
I know it.
Rin knew that like it was nothing. What had he
This
hoped to
boy,
gain from
okay,
such
I
a
can
lie?
tell that this boy is not that danger, but he's okay. I can tell that he's really strong, but like he doesn't love to throw a lot of people.
What had he hoped to gain from such a lie? Or had it been nothing more than a whim? There was truly no way to tell.
I can tell it's just for fun. It's scary. I can tell that. Yeah.
Akira shook his head and followed after Rin, pointedly ignoring the reproachful looks that Keisuke kept sending his way. Ignoring. They continued deeper into the red light district, turning once down another road before proceeding straight. According to Rin, this was a shortcut to their destination, which was apparently known as the Palace. Rin would his...
It's already sussing me out.
Rin wound his way through the dark alleys without slowing down. Perhaps the pace was due in part to the short distance involved, but watching him, Akira began to think that maybe it was safer, in general, to move about briskly, rather than slowly and carefully as they had before. You know what, I'm actually impressed more for these types of games.
Yeah.
The translation is really good.
Oh, actually, yeah, you kind of
Not like the most games, for example, you play a game and then you see obvious a mistake in the translation. Nowadays the games translated are so bad.
Yeah, true.
And this, like, I mean, Japanese, it came like, yeah, 2005.
It's like a full sentence, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's perfectly well written. And like, very good written. Yeah.
Yeah.
They reached the main road without any trouble. There, Rin spun around and held out a hand, grinning. Yeah, Whiskio.
The way he's saying he's so shouting about it. Oh, okay, this page check out Resident Evil. Just don't trust anything inside.
Ah, Akira thought. Of course. A structure from another age stood there, dignified even in its dinginess. Stairs swept ostentatiously towards the front entrance. Huge black doors embedded with glass stood ready to welcome visitors. Even the windows were covered by velvet curtains. In the courtyard, there was a lit circular fountain with a statue of a nude, wistful boy gazing heavenwards at its center, possibly a homage to the works of some famous sculptor.
Like I said, don't doing go or anything inside.
Nude.
I don't trust it. Okay.
Guards stood in orderly lines on both sides of the stairs, wearing heavy body armor and carrying guns. He could see why they called it the palace.
Yep.
確かね、対戦前は多目的なイベントホールとして使われてたんじゃなかったかな、ここ。
Yeah, I
演劇とか
think
コンサ
yeah,
ー
I
トと
can
か
see
展
why.
覧会とかそういうやつの。で、対戦後、幅を利かせたビスキオ一味が占拠しちゃったってわけ。中はね、もうカオスよ、カオス。カオス？行けばわかるって。
Rin made a face and shrugged his shoulders, then continued towards the palace. Akira and Keisuke followed. They passed by the fountain and climbed the stairs leading up to the entrance. Rin gave the guards at the entrance a friendly wave. Security A. That nose one, you nose ring there.
Yeah.
The guards glanced hard from Akira to Keisuke, then eyed Rin's dog tag.
俺じゃないって、後ろ後ろ。青いつなぎ着てる、おおらかそうな兄ちゃん。
Wow, he really forcing him now to participate.
Yeah, he really forcing him to go the game now.
Keisuke shrank in on himself.
Hi, hi.
I'm more surprised that they let them go so easy.
As the door swung solemnly open, a surreal vista unfolded before them.
Okay, first of all, it's a statue. We don't have to cover them, right?
No, we don't. I mean, it's a statue, literally statue. But is it nude? Or... Yeah, it's nude. Totally nude.
Can we cover them?
I don't know how to cover it.
Being my model, whatever, then cover them.
But then I don't see it in the middle.
It's fine.
Wait. Ah! Changing. He wants to cover it.
I'm
but
concerning, that's why.
I mean, it's totally fine, don't you think? Or I can just continue. It's just a small mistake, okay?
Okay, it's fine.
I mean, it's
Okay.
nothing very important. I mean, look, I'm not turned on by it, so the hall they stepped
No,
into
I'm not
was
worried
wide
about
and
turn on.
open.
I'm worried about the YouTube taking this down.
Ah, okay, then I'm changing it. One moment, let me... Where is the browser source? Ah, here. No, it's not me. This here. Ah. You wants to be in the middle. How about this? With your head.
It's fine. Just make sure I cover whatever that is
Okay.
on. I'm worried about that. That's all.
Okay. The hall they stepped into was wide and open, with a vaulted ceiling and a floor of pink marble. Just inside the entrance was a small fountain, burbling with cool, clear water. The decor was far more luxurious than it had appeared from outside. An enormous chandelier hung overhead, emitting dazzling light. The space was littered with suits of medieval armor and other ostentatious works of art. Of particular note were the
I can
statues of
see.
young boys, as these were especially common. Perhaps they were all part of the same collection. Not a single statue in the room was female. Keske, who appeared to be experienced sensory overload, kept gaping at the second floor.
何度来てもほんと趣味悪いよここ。どういう改造してんだよ。あの変態はさ。
Why did that perp? Yeah, don't trust
Ah,
that.
tacky as hell, like always.
Yeah,
Where does that
don't
person
trust-
get all the
don't
stuff?
trust that guy. Okay.
You want to say now these sentences because they get covered.
No,
After
no. It's fine. You can say it.
Rin let out a heavy sigh, like he couldn't decide whether to be disgusted or impressed. After some time, a black-suited man shaped like a boulder emerged from the back.
いくら参加希望の者は
Which one of you wants to join Igora? Keisuke went stiff, his eyes cast downwards. Rin shot him a
俺
glance.
です
I do. Once
Oh.
Keisuke timidly raised his hand, the man passed him a white
ま
object.
ずこれをつけるように
Put this on first.
What
The
is
man
that?
had given him a pure white mask, which was shaped so as to cover the upper half of his face.
仮面
A mask?
こんなのつけるのかよ
Seriously?
Okay, by the way, I think you can move me back to the same position now. I don't think it's real. Yeah, I think it should be enough.
What about this? This is working fine, right?
Put me back. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Okay. A mask, seriously? Keisuke frowned as he looked at the mask, his expression saying that he'd really rather not.
他にも参加希望のやついるからね。いきなり顔分かっちゃうのも微妙じゃん。まあ、変っちゃ変だよね。
他の二人は
もう参加してるんで、付き添いです。
As Rin gave his tag a shake, Akira pulled his own out from where it had been hiding beneath his
い
jacket.
いだろうついてこい
Confirming that Keisuke had put the mask on, the guard set off down the corridor that led to the back, past the spiral staircase.
Don't doing or touch anything inside. I don't trust this guy at all. Yeah.
Okay, the guard set off down
It-
the
it-
corridor.
It's feel too, I don't know. It too sus. I don't touch this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, just do what they say, but don't doing or eat anything from them.
Confirming that Keisuke had put the mask on, the guard set off down the corridor that led to the back, past the spiral staircase.
あ
な何
The mask actually suited Keisuke really good.
Yeah.
Rin gaped at the masked Keisuke. Akira too found his eyes nailed in place.
いや、分かってるとはいえ、やっぱ変だよね。まあ、アルビトラ様の趣味だし、仕方ないんだけどさ。
Yeah, I can tell that this guy is crazy.
Keisuke gave Akira a searching sideways glance. Akira didn't let it show on his face, but considering the palace's decor and all, he was starting to wonder what kind of person this arbitro really was.
Probably a perp and psychopath.
At the very end of the hallway stood a pair of black double doors, chains wrapped through the 3 layers deep around its handles. The guard brought them to the room just before. From what he could see through the door, it looked like a waiting room, with a table and 2 sofas in the middle. It wasn't especially spacious. About 5 or 6 men were waiting inside. All were wearing masks like Keisuke's, and all of them seemed nervous. As Keisuke entered, they turned to stare at him with silent trepidation. Although their faces were hidden, it was obvious from their physiques and the way they carried themselves that they were no strangers to violence.
付き添いは外で待て。
The door gradually began to close.
ちょっと。
頑張ってね
Oh no, this he will be fine. He will be
In
fine.
response to
He will
Keisuke's
be
desperate
fine.
look, Rin waved him a cheerful farewell. Akira merely nodded.
He will be fine.
The door shut, and after a momentary silence, the sound of approaching footsteps echoed off the marble floor.
待ってました
Together with Rin's mocking whisper, a man appeared from the far end of the corridor. The moment he saw him, Akira was dumbstruck.
Oh.
The
Yep.
man who was
Yep.
accompanied by several
100%.
guards.
Don't touch this guy. Okay?
You, that sentence, the man who was accompanied by several guards, was the king of bad taste.
Yeah, he have a bad taste too, so don't touch this guy. Oh, it's scary now. Yeah, I can see it clearly.
That
100%.
fur.
Yeah, don't touch this guy at all. No, he got some trick on his sleeve. Don't touch this guy.
He was wearing a white suit with white clothes. His shirt was crimson, his necktie was yellow-green, and atop it all he had swathed himself in a piece of rebrand purple fur.
Yeah, like I said, don't ever touch this guy.
Beneath his
Not even a
bleached and
single bit.
frazzled hair, he wore a mask reminiscent of, yet far more gaudy than the one Keisuke had received. As a whole, his outfit evinced an aesthetic sensibility utterly beyond human comprehension. It certainly explained a thing or two about the decor in this place. His
Actually,
head-
yeah, that can explain a lot.
and the
Yeah,
and the others have guns.
Yeah, they have gun too.
His henchmen were dressed in similar garb, which clashed sharply with the matte black machine guns hanging from their shoulders. Was this man really the horse of Igura? From beneath the mask, 2 snake-like eyes peered out at Rin and Akira. He seemed to be checking them for tags, but Akira sensed the man's eyes lingering on his body longer than necessary. He shivered in revulsion.
参加希望者
Yeah, don't touch this guy.
ご苦労
Oh
様
my
です
god. This guy.
すぐに終
Yeah,
わりますので
I don't think it's
しばし
going
お
well.
待ち
Don't touch him at all.
あなた方も健闘を
It's
祈
clear
ります
implied this guy is not trustable.
His voice was a sear pierced his gaze, leaving behind a superficially polite smile. The man vanished inside the waiting room together with his underlings. So, that really was Arbitro.
キモいよねあいつヘビみたいな目でチロチロ見やがってさ
I agree. What's a creep? Yeah. This guy's a perp. Yeah. Don't touch
Agreed,
this
agreed,
guy at
agreed.
all.
そうだな
I agree. What
I mean, he's also
fair.
agreeing. Look, Akira this time
Yeah.
agreeing.
ねね
Yeah.
アキラもそう思ったっしょイルレがいなきゃ何もできないくせにさまるでビスキオは自分のものって感じ
Huh.
Encouraged by Akira's agreement, Rin let out a contemptuous nod. What was taking place inside the waiting room? Recording their citizens' numbers, explaining the rules of the tournament? It probably stopped there, but the fact that Arbiter was so bizarre gave Akira some cause of worry.
Yeah, worry too. Yeah.
He decided to ask Rin for more information. This would also help to kill
あいつ
time.
大丈夫なのか
へ何が
何か妙なことしたりとか
ああ見るからに変態っぽいもんね変態を突っ走るって感じだもんね
Hentai!
Oh, I think he will though. I mean, the way he looked at Akira, he clearly will do something.
At least Arbiter wasn't playing with his tongues.
Oh my
Imagine.
god.
でもさすがに
Oh
参加
my
希望者に手を出すことはないと思うよあいつも一応仕事とプライベートの分別くらいはつくみたいだし
At this point, Rin frowned.
まあどうだかわかんないけどね奴隷とか好きらしいし
can you read that sentence?
No.
Although you can't be sure, they say he's into slaves.
どれ
A disquieting word.
そうそうタグの交換でさって参加したばっかだからわかんないかアルビトロもそこはっきり説明しないしね余ったタグをアルビトロのとこに持ってくとさ景品と交換してくれんのよ1枚から金でさ景品って麻薬酒金いろいろあってねまあ強いタグに応じて変わるんだけどその中にさあるんだよね
So you can use tag for buying stuff too. Good to know.
And you can actually sell people to Arbito and get tags too.
Yeah.
But only if he's have taken a liking. At this
see.
last part, Rince lowered his voice into a theatrical whisper.
何が
だから奴隷だよ敗者は処刑人に見つかると始末されちゃうけどさ顔がアルビトロ好みだと殺さずに回収されちゃうことがあって
See?
奴隷に仕立て上げられて
That's something like him
景品として
he
出されちゃう
would
わけでその調教をさ奴がやってるって噂
He's the one who breaks them. Executioners thought the name didn't leave much to the imagination. Akira wondered what their duties were in actuality. He
They
contemplated
kill. Yeah, they kill. I just don't think so much. They just kill, you know.
he
The name Empire.
contemplated asking, but if it were common knowledge for Ingra participants, the question might make Rin suspicious. He let it pass without comment.
悪趣味だな
That's pretty sick.
ほんと死んだ方がまだマシ
Just then, the door opened, and Arbito came out. Rin immediately fell silent.
ごきげんよう
Yeah.
There he is, you, with this image.
Yeah, I don't.
After giving them a
Mm-mm.
lavish smile, Arbito disappeared down the hallway with his men. The newly inducted fighters, tags hanging down over the chest, began to exit the rooms. Their eyes were proud and eager beneath their masks.
What
For
about
some
Chris
reason-
though?
For some reason, though, they left the room one at a time, with a long pause after each.
Continue, babe. Hey, babe, you there? Eh? Babe.
I'm sorry, someone came in.
Oh.
Confused by this, he was about to enter the room when Rin stopped him.
忘れちゃった10分間隔で一人ずつ部屋から退出するの乱闘防止のさこんなとこで戦ったらすぐに警備員に撃ち殺されて終わりだけどね
Makes sense.
昔そういうことがあったみたい
はあ忘れてた
Inwardly flustered, Akira drew back and waited for Keisuke to emerge. He ended up waiting for almost half an hour. Finally, Keisuke, the last to leave, shoveled out with dropping shoulders.
おっかえり
How was that?
Rin peered up at his face with a teasing smile.
タグは結局登録はどうしたのさ
やめておいた
Keisuke mumbled, dropped his eyes to the floor.
ああでもやっぱりねそんなへっぴり腰じゃ無理だと思ってたのよ、俺
This kind of makes sense.
Rin smacked Keisuke on the small of his back.
叩くことないだろ
アルビトロはなんて言ってた
Now I'm
気が向い
curious.
たらまたいつでもどうぞ歓迎ですってさ
Oh.
Keisuke spoke with a rueful smile, as if remembering how Arbito had looked.
あいつのキモい動きが目に浮かぶ
Oh, no.
無事に戻ってこられてよかったな
なんだよそれどういう意味だよ
奴隷趣味があるらしい
Yeah, that got me worried too. Yeah.
Keisuke frowned,
But,
like he couldn't believe his ears.
Because you don't know what happened if you say no to him. So I was a bit like, shit, what's gonna happen? Gary that he let him go. That's kind of surprising.
True.
奴隷ってなんだよ
Buster, don't touch this guy. Yeah, slap means slap, man.
ああ終わったんならとっとと行くよ。ここいるとなんか痒くなってくる。
Yeah.
Rin grimaced theatrically, scratching himself on the throat, and walked off swiftly towards the entrance.
おいったく本当に勝手だな
You think?
As they followed after Rin, Keisuke turned to look at Akira.
アキラごめん
No, no, it's fine. You did the right thing.
なんで謝るんだ
What for?
Yeah, what
いや
for?
だって
Though he wouldn't say it, Akira was glad that Keisuke had decided not to participate. Keisuke
Yeah.
could barely hold his own in a fistfight. There was no way he'd be able to handle this. Keisuke gave Akira a long, droppy-eyed look, then lowered his gaze. After returning Keisuke's mask to the guards and exiting the building, they descended the stairs to the street. Rin trailed around to face them.
ねえねえさ俺ちょっとこれから知り合いに会いに行くんだけど一緒に行く
知り合い
Let's go with him. Why not?
うんちょっと頼まれてたものがあってねいろいろ詳しいおっさんなんだけどさ紹介してあげるよ知り合っといて損はないと思うよ
Yeah,
Friends
yeah.
in this town.
Let's go with him. I
Akira's
trust him.
first thought was to suspect an ulterior motive. He still didn't understand why Rin was so friendly. When Akira didn't respond, large eyes gazed up at him from below.
何か企んでるとか考えてるだろう俺はさ結構長いこといぐらやってるから退屈してきちゃったわけ飽き気味なのよ
See?
殺し合いのゲームでか
そうだよだって俺強いもん
Yeah, that does make sense.
Keisuke seemed too taken aback by Rin's nonchalant assertion.
タグ欲しければ
I mean, that does
その
make
辺のとこやっ
sense.
ちゃえばいいんだしさ
So,
わざわざカリカリすることなしアキラたちにだってそんな話じゃない
yeah,
でしょ
let's go with him. I trust him.
それはまあ
He already say what on his mind. I can tell he
Yeah,
being honest about it.
Keisuke gave Akira a beseeching look. Clearly wasn't satisfied with Rin's explanation. Neither was Akira, for that matter. But now that they had set foot into Toshima, death would remain a constant threat no matter how much they tried to avoid it. That being the case, it couldn't hurt to make use of Rin's contacts, see what they could learn. If Rin did anything too shady, they could always leave. Having reached this conclusion, Akira nodded.
行こ
アキラ
We nodded.
Nodded, okay, nodded. Right. 1-0. Ah! Ignoring Keisuke's troubled expression, he followed Rin back into the labyrinth of alleyways. You know, it's a lot of text for me to speak.
Oh, I know. That's why I'm here to collect it out. That's why I'm here to collect it out.
Once they were sure that no one else was around, Rin ran off to find a phone. Apparently, the person they were looking for was hard to pin down, so Rin wanted to make sure of his current location. After the war had rendered mobile phones virtually useless, landlines had once again returned to the limelight. Still working ones were hard to come by.
Should we pause here?
Yeah, we can.
Let's go, yeah.
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 But the sentence still. The communicator Emma had given him was wireless, like a cell phone, but was supposedly much more reliable. It could even pick up radio waves, he'd been told. Okay, with F I can save, right?
Yeah, let's save it first.
No, I can't. How do I?
S.
What's S? Ah.
Yeah.
Actually, I
Okay.
changed now. One moment. Ah.
Maybe let's stop here first.
Okay.
Because up the lighting and stuff. And
Yeah.
my eye kind of thinking a lot because
Should I go to
my
chat?
yeah.
Okay.
Good chat.
So I clear the music. I mean closing it.
Yeah.
Okay. And playing the other one, right?
Yeah. I mean, you don't do that. You know what you're doing, Beb.
No, I
You
was
let
not
the
sure
ask me all
because
the
if you mean like
time.
we should play finish the stream or not, that I mean.
I mean, your eye. to sunlight. It's not doing good for you,
True.
right?
Next time I prepare better.
Yeah. Don't overwork it.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
I
know.
know you would like to continue, but you're overworking it right now. So
Yeah, I mean,
take a
you
bit
would
of
also
rest.
continue, right?
I might, but I know when I have limits, so just take a bit of rest.
How was it this
Okay.
time, though?
It's okay. Interesting. By the way, don't touch that guy ever. I don't touch that guy. That whatever his name called, I forgot.
My
And
eyes are
Rin,
okay. Thank Wendy.
Rin is good. Rin is good, by the way. I can tell. Rin is okay.
Well, I can't wait to actually have Thursday, right? Thursday for another time, this game. More BL then, right? You?
Say again. I couldn't hear.
More BL, right? For next week.
Yeah. No. In a couple of days, didn't you just do the same this game another day?
I mean on Thursday, right?
Yeah. Wanna take a rest?
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
Well,
Thank you, Wendy.
thanks Wendy
Thank you
Nikes
everyone
for
for coming
joining
here.
for the stream. Thanks Micah too. Sakura also for joining the voice. Thanks Sabine for coming here. Christine Derp also thanks, and Michaela JK too, and yeah, everyone else too. Nikaya, hello. Welcome also. No. Thanks for joining. I'm
Yeah, let me
sorry.
let me say it. Thank you for joining today. Thank you everyone for coming here.
Thank you.
Coming here tonight. I'm sorry that we end a bit too early, but it's for the healthy to not overwork, and we can stream more another day.
Okay.
So yeah.
See you next time, everyone. Bye.
Okay.